Hello and welcome to Morningstar Part 2 Rage. While this section is called Rage, I find it more the rage of the people around Darrow than him himself. I've seen that people have said that he is no longer the main character in his own story, and I totally get that. I see that that is happening in this book. But this is a series I love, and this is a series that I expect more from. Yet this has stolen some of the things that I loved about the last book, and I really can't forgive it. Darrow's rage is gone. Mikey carves Darrow and Victra back into shape, and while recovering, they weight train and rebuilding their strength. Severo and the Howlers induct Victra, Holiday, and Darrow into the elite troop, the Pit Vipers. Putting them into the Pit Vipers, it is creating the most vile ritual that I have ever seen for an induction ceremony. Of course, fucking Ragnar is loving the whole damn thing. He's such a fucking weirdo. He's basically wanting to do the trial again. The first mission together, with Severo at the helm, shows the mistakes that he has been making as a leader. Darrow disagrees and questions Severo's plans, and the team is torn on who to look for leadership. The group eventually finds Mateo, the pink that taught Darrow about gold culture when Darrow was carved. Random thought about this part, I hate that there's no consequences to what Severo does in this part to Mateo. His leadership changes after this mission, but Quicksilver never really cares that his husband's face was fucking demolished by Severo for no actual reason. Darrow understands that there is something wrong and takes all of his might to stop Severo from killing Mateo for trying to escape. Darrow tries to fight against his friend's rash actions, but Severo overrules them and marches the Howlers into the next phase of the plan. I really love Severo, man, but damn, I did start to hate him at this point. The way that Pierce Brown is able to change one of my favorite characters into a person I absolutely hate is a fucking marvel of fucking writing. As they make it to the conference room where Quicksilver is hiding, they are met with the faces of Cassius, Moira, and the Death Knight on one side of the meeting table, and the other, Mustang, Kavax, and Daxo. While coming up with a plan, Darrow again tries to be the voice of reason until Severo cuts off his transmitter so nobody can hear him.
Boy, if you don't...
With Darrow unable to communicate, a fight bursts out with the people at the table against the Pit Vipers. Confirming Darrow's fear about Severo's leadership, he watches as Severo pushes for an uneven fight to commence, dragging all of his friends into danger. In this fight, we see another Knight of the Sovereigns die, which just rubs me the wrong way. How are we supposed to believe that these guys are super powerful if every single one of them dies in every fight that happens? Augustus killed one by himself in the last book. 2 other people were killed in small fights. I just wish there was more fear that came from these people. Though it makes up for it to see how fierce the mainstays of the books are, it really does not help us feel like we're in any danger for Darrow. Darrow watches as Mustang fights for her life and almost kills him in the process. Yes, please. Darrow's helmet breaks open and time stops around Mustang and Darrow. All sense of self evaporated as Mustang realizes how close she came to watching her lover die again. Realizing what she must do, she allows Kavax and Quicksilver to be captured and leaves to aid in keeping Darrow alive. Damn, I fucking love Mustang. I would do fucking anything for her. And knowing he was left to live by Mustang's hand, he feels their connection grow again. As the dust settles, Darrow sees Severo make orders to his troops, but Darrow has had enough. Taking control of the Howlers, he implements a new plan, and the Howlers obey. And then, with the gravity turned up to the point that even Ragnar is dropped to the floor by an attempt by the enemy to capture them, Ragnar manages to break a window with his pulse fist. Thankfully, Holiday is there to catch them with their ship before anybody is gravely injured. Bruh, this is fucking insane. While I've been harping a lot about how this book has been going into really weird things in the action scenes, it has been going in really weird directions. The action scenes have been going all out, and it's been making me jump out of my chair with excitement. His writing in all these action scenes is so intense and gripping. I feel my heart pumping whenever I get to see one of my favorite characters almost get injured. It is insane being able to feel my heart pumping when I see a character I love get injured. While back on their ship, they quickly interrogate Quicksilver, realizing something is off with the way he is talking. Quicksilver explains he's the one that created the suns, and funds nearly anything the suns do. Coming up with the interrogation, Darrow comes to the conclusion he needs to take back control. Fighting, both of the two start acting like children, or really brothers, and they really, really hurt each other in the way that they fight in this part. They both explain how much pressure they feel pressing upon them, and decide that it is best for Severo to take on the second-in-command position. It's hard to see Severo so vulnerable, but it's so believable with how much shit that he has to take on. And while he has talked a big game against his dad's decisions, he really does miss him, and you can tell by this whole interaction. Coming up with a multi-stage plan, Darrow sends the Howlers to their new missions. Darrow and Ragnar leave in Quicksilver's ship, but gets stopped by Mustang. The sexual tension between me and this pulse fist is astounding. Mustang ends up joining their plan to get the Stained to join their fight. She explains how she was in this meeting to make peace with the Sovereign because she believed Darrow was dead. Honestly, when I read this for the first time, finishing the book, I thought, this is fishy, and I don't believe Mustang would have found peace without wanting to kill the Sovereign herself. What else is there that's going on? Oh boy, I was not ready for that answer. With their plan in place, Ragnar seems sullen, reminded that he is going home. However, the ship breaks off from the group and follows them. Cassius and Asya attempt to shoot them down. Thankfully, Ragnar is a fucking insane person and uses his strength to fire off a fucking ballistic missile at them from inside their shuttle. If Ragnar isn't in the next Expendables movie, I don't know who else could be. Marooned in the polar ice caps, they are able to find the other ship. Some cannibalistic obsidians have already fallen upon it. They are able to fight them off and spend the night in relative warmth. Seeing how bad this plan is going, I can't get any worse, right? So Ragnar dies. Oh, fucking goddamn it, Ragnar. You didn't need to do this. You didn't need to make me cry. So Ragnar dies by Asya's hand. Fuck. No! As the two groups clash, both sides take major wounds, but Asya escapes. Cassius is apprehended. Top 10 most sad anime deaths. I love Ragnar, and in watching him die in his last breaths is when his sister shows up is so sad. She was about to do the ritualistic honorable death for Ragnar, but in his last words to his sister, he wants Darrow to do it. I'm not fucking crying, you're crying. Sephi the Quiet, Ragnar's sister, by the way, leads the three survivors and brings Ragnar's body back to their mother. As they speak with the Queen of the Obsidians, Mustang and Darrow realize why Ragnar was so sad to go home. He would have had to kill his mother to take charge of these people. This only gets more and more sad about what happened to Ragnar. In his final moments, he allows Darrow to do the most honorable thing a Stained can do in death, but his true final words is he tells Darrow that he will build a house for them in the Vale next to his. Fucking why? God damn it, Ragnar. Then to know that he wasn't coming there to help them negotiate, he had a plan to kill his mother to get this Obsidians to listen to him, meaning he would have had to do this all on his own. He was so selfless to the end. This being his last book in the series, it makes me just want to give him all of the hugs. I hope Darrow and him get to see each other again in the Vale. The Queen sends Sephi to take the prisoners to the gods. who are in reality Golds who pose as Norse gods, to keep control over the Obsidians. Darrow and Mustang are able to convince Sephi to release them and prove to them how easy it is to kill God. Man, when I tell you how fun it is to watch Darrow and Mustang get to just wreck the Golds and show this to the Obsidians, it's a fuck. Also, seeing how Darrow used to see these proctors as untouchable, and now he's able to kill them with effortless strength, is so beautiful. I want more of this. More of this, please. Bringing the bodies of the gods to the queen, however, has no effect on the queen. Deeming them liars and their daughter a traitor, Sephi believes the gods were fake. Sephi, knowing that the gods were fake the whole time, now takes the head of her mother and takes control of the Obsidians, saying the words, "The Valkyrie ride to war." This last chapter is so fucking hype, bro. This is what I was expecting from the way Golden Sun finished. I wish we saw more of this. I understand the direction that he's taking, and I know that he doesn't want Darrow to be the main character, or at least the only main character anymore, but I feel like he kind of missed out on a lot of opportunities. But with that, this is the end of part 2 of Morningstar. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and smash the like button. I don't know how YouTube does it, but I know they do the little rainbow thing now, so I hope I said the right words. I only have 2 views per video anyways, so I hope you like that little rainbow. Love you guys. See you next time. Samooches.